Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my 5 minute message. We're kind of confined in the office today because we've got a little rain here in Phoenix, but it doesn't spoil my love for, as you can see, baseball. And I wanted to relate to you a little quick story that I remember back, years ago. When I worked for the cable industry, I had to go to Boston for a cable theft seminar. And I was going to be remaining over the weekend, and turns out the Red Sox were going to be in town, so I got to go to Fenway Park. And I purchased my tickets. I got fantastic tickets, and got to go see baseball at Fenway Park. And I couldn't wait to tell all my friends and tell my wife. Unfortunately, my friends were first, but I've been hearing about that ever since. But the, the opportunity to go see baseball at a storied old historic park like Fenway was amazing, and I couldn't wait to tell everybody. But we can't be silent about our faith with God. We cannot be children who live in secret. We have to tell everyone that we love Jesus Christ and that He is our Savior. In the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 8, it says, "But what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart." That is the word of faith that we proclaim. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:10, the next verse says, "For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved." This confession, this telling people about Jesus Christ, is critical to our salvation. It's a requirement. It's something that has to come out of our belief. As we talked about earlier in an episode about belief, it's not just acknowledgement, but it's a belief that motivates us to do His will, to do His work, to follow His teachings. So we do that by now telling others about Jesus Christ. In Matthew chapter 10, verses 29 through 33, we again read about how we should tell others about Christ, but it gives us some devastating consequences if we decide to remain silent. In Matthew chapter 10, verse 29 now, "Are not two sparrows sold for a penny, and not one of them shall fall to the ground without your Father? But the very hairs of your head are numbered." I'm already hearing the jokes out there. I don't want to hear it. Verse 31, "Fear not, therefore. Ye are of more value than many sparrows. Every one, therefore, who shall confess me before men, him will I confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father who is in heaven." You see, Jesus knows us. He knows us intimately. He knows the number of hairs on our head. He values us more than the sparrows. In other words, He loves us that much. So we should be happy to go out and tell others about Him. But not only telling people about Him, it has to reflect in our lives, in what we do and how we behave. In the book of Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16, it tells us that we are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a lamp and put it under a bushel, but on the stand, and it shines unto all that are in the house. Even so, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. You see, it's not just going and telling people about Jesus Christ, but we have to live the life that He has directed us to live. Follow His teachings, follow His commandments. And by doing so, people will see the love that we have for each other and for the world in our lives. And we will be that light that's up on a hill that everyone sees and everyone wants, because they want to be like us. They want what we have, and that will bring them to Christ. So just like when I was so excited about telling everybody about the game I got to go to in Fenway Park, we need to be just as excited to tell people about Jesus Christ and that He loves them and He died for them, and that they can live in all eternity in peace and love and joy with Jesus Christ if they'll just follow Him. Again, as always, if you like this message, be sure and click the like button or the share button. so that others can hear this. And thank you so much for watching.